Bitcoin is just a massive information asymmetry. It's an understanding asymmetry, and it's hard to get over that. That's that whole worldview stuff. It's hard to really consider this radically inverted worldview from what, everyone's accustomed to with you need 2% inflation sort of perspective. So right now, to me, in Bitcoin right now feels like it did in Q3 2020. I had just gotten very active contributing to Bitcoin, was writing stuff and putting out a lot of analysis. And that was the time when Michael Saylor suddenly popped up on the scene. My first awareness of it was he suddenly was following me on Twitter, and I was like, who's this guy? He was doing his homework and getting plugged into Bitcoin Twitter, which is a badass way to approach it, by the way. He was just like lurking and learning about Bitcoin. We had the halving 6 months before that, and COVID hit, and they printed a bunch of money. Everyone was at home, and the price of Bitcoin was still 9K. And it was just so obvious that there was just a delay between reality and market price, and that we were about to go a lot higher. And everybody in all the Bitcoin maximalists there was an energy around that at that time where it was like very clear that we were about to take off because the world had changed. We had gone from not having any company buying Bitcoin to suddenly MicroStrategy going to a Bitcoin standard, in large part because Saylor read the Bitcoin standard. And as he said, it was a good book. Totally bet his company that he spent his life's work on this good book and the thesis of it. Yeah, and that was, compare that time period and what was going on in that moment versus 2017 when the price was first at 9K. And there was total lack of clarity. Bitcoin Cash was trying to rip apart Bitcoin. There was no corporate adoption. And that next halving had not yet occurred yet. So 2020, Q3 2020 felt like it's just a matter of time until the market prices in the new reality. And that's an information and understanding asymmetry that we are privy to. 99.8% of the world and 99.95% of the world do not understand. So it feels like that right now because of the strategic Bitcoin reserve and what that will do geopolitically and in terms of game theory for accumulating Bitcoin all over the world. Just a matter of time now for another big leg up.